For so many kids in Detroit, a chance to get out and see the world just isn't in the cards.
But as Mitch Albom shows us, local men are working to change that. And it's having a real positive impact in the heart of Detroit.
Gonna keep on trying till I reach my highest ground.
Since 2016, Charles Thomas and Ed Boyd have led urban teenagers on a journey to discover the world outside of Metro Detroit.
We realize our boys live in a confined area. Their whole perspective is shaped by what they see. So we started this as an exposure tour because we believe if you see more, you believe you can do more.
Over 5 days, 40 young men and 10 adults travel to Washington, D.C. and New York City, making stops at places like the Smithsonian Museum, the MLK Memorial, and Yankee Stadium.
What percentage of the kids would you say that this is their first trip out of Metro Detroit?
Wow. I would probably say 90%.
So 90% have never been outside of Metro Detroit before.
Yeah. Well, it really becomes a shared experience.
Yeah.
So that's the bond, right? And so it starts to build trust from the beginning.
On our first trip, we're on our way back. It was late, and everyone on the bus was asleep except one boy. And he was FaceTiming his mother, and he was saying to her, whispering, "My life will never be the same."
I think I saw somewhere where you said they begin the trip saying, "I don't know," but they end the trip saying, "I think I can become."
At the beginning, we see 40 boys, none of them knowing each other, none of them knowing what to expect. At the end, brotherhood.
Opening their eyes to what is possible, Charles Thomas and Ed Boyd are men on a mission, right here in the heart of Detroit.
And that was the perfect musical soundtrack from Stevie Wonder, Higher Ground. I can't think of a better jam with a better title than that for this story. Joining us now, Ed Boyd and Charles Thomas. Thanks for being with us, fellas.
Thank you.
Great to be here, Jason.
Ed, what is the reaction from these young men when you get them home?
Well, you know, they're excited because they see more for their future than what they saw in the beginning. And their conversation with their mothers, their parents, all of that changes. It moved from "I'm not sure" to "I believe I can." And that's real energy in and of itself.
All right, Charles, there are a lot of experiences that can help mold young men. Why is it important to experience, say, other cities?
Oh, wow. And just off of, you know, the experience of seeing what has happened with the gentlemen that we work with, getting them into different cities, different states. You know, Jason, when they're riding on the bus, you have a 16, 17-year-old whose hands are placed on the window, and he's asking me, are those real cows? Are those real? And you're thinking, wow, it's 17 and never experienced this type of thing. And when they're riding, you know, we have our little moments where they'll come and we'll have a little brief conversation with them about what's happening, how is this impacting you? And the stories that we get, absolutely phenomenal. I mean, life-changing. And not only just for the mentees, but the mentors as well.
And I'll bet you keep them in line with that voice of yours. You just lay it down, be like, "Hey."
Oh my.
If there's a family out there with a young man who could benefit from your program, what do they need to do?
Ed?
Charles, you want to tell them? Yeah, we have a website for Results Mentoring, is the nonprofit that Charles started in 1999. And they can just go to www.resultsmentoring.org, resultsmentoring.org.
Yeah, there's a plethora of information on there for them to be able to get access to what we're doing.
All right, and how can people help your organization and what you're doing for the kids? Either one of you.
Well, we take donations. This has all been done based on the generous gifts of people that either Charles and I know or people that those people know. We're always in fundraising mode, and also going to the website. You can make your contribution there, and it's all tax deductible. It's through a 501c3.
All right.
Then there's a website, Jason, also, if I may. It's www.resultsmentoring.org/donate. And you could go directly there and be supportive in this event, this incredible adventure that these boys go on.
All right, Charles, real quick, give me your best radio voice and say, "Live in the D rocks."
Live in the D rocks.
I love it on a Friday. That's a perfect explanation point. All right, guys, thank you so much.